And we are back in the building, back with some more boxing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and all that good stuff. Now, guys, the fallout continues from the undisputed versus undisputed matchup last night. We had the 4-division champion, the current 168-pound undisputed champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez, taking on the Iron Man, Jermell Charlo, the 154-pound undisputed champion, who jumped up 2 weight classes to become undisputed in a second weight class in the likes of Clarissa T-Rex Shields and Terence Crawford. Now, I did do a reaction video last night to the fight, so make sure you guys check that out if you haven't checked it out here on the channel. It would definitely be much appreciated on my end. Now, just to do a quick recap, Jermell Charlo lost the fight. Canelo Alvarez wins by unanimous decision, guys. And the reason that I gave that I thought Jermell lost the fight was because of intimidation. I think he was completely intimidated by Canelo Alvarez being on that big stage, the bright lights and the fans cheering his name. And I think once he actually felt the power, that bone-crushing power that we talk about with Canelo Alvarez, he seemed really reluctant to commit. Canelo Alvarez did his thing last night, cutting off the ring, doing a lot of body work, hitting Charlo with left hooks and right hooks to the body, even dropping him in the 7th round with the overhand right, something I talked about in the lead up to the fight in my prediction video, because I did say Canelo would win by decision. And I said that he should, watch out for that overhand right that he's susceptible to, because I saw him getting hit with it a lot in the Brian Castano fight. Charlo just seemed timid the whole fight. He seemed like he was just there to survive and not really try to win the fight. And I think that's why a lot of people were disappointed in his performance last night, including myself, because I thought it would be a more competitive fight. We've seen Charlo in the past be very competitive, very athletic, and it just wasn't there last night. And even in the spurts, I would say, when he was letting his hands go, the power just didn't seem to carry up. Canelo was walking through his shot, so I don't know. I don't know what the game plan. Well, I think I know what the game plan was. The game plan was to get in there and see if Canelo tires out in the second half of the fight, because we know Canelo Alvarez, has a lot of stamina issues, but last night that wasn't the case. Canelo Alvarez has heard the talk, he's heard the chatter, people saying that, he's not the same guy. He knows he has stamina issues, so he went back to the drawing board, went to Lake Tahoe to train this time in higher elevation, guys, and he corrected that. If you look at the fight, he didn't seem to gas out in the fight. He seemed to be fresh through the entire fight. And he did a great job. I thought he did a great job in the fight last night. Now, of course, Terence Crawford was going to respond to the performance last night of both guys. He put some stuff out on Twitter here. I want to read what he had to say. First of all, he sent this tweet out to Canelo. He says, "Congratulations at Canelo. You made the so-called lion look like a baby cub." So he's taking a little dig there at Jermell Charlo, guys. And he did have some direct stuff to say to Charlo. He says here, at Twin Charlo, "You went out sad. Didn't even try to win. All you did was try to survive. You should be ashamed of yourself." And I can completely agree with that. He just didn't seem like he was there to win the fight. He just seemed like he wanted to be there to get a paycheck. That's what I saw last night. I was very disappointed in his performance. Even though I didn't think he was going to win the fight, I thought he would do better. I thought he would actually try, but he just seemed to shut down as soon as he felt that power from Canelo Alvarez. Let's see what else he had to say. Let's see here, guys. Oh, here we go. He says, "Okay, y'all, I'm over at Twin Charlo. He's no longer on my hit list. He went out there and laid down and let Canelo spank him like he was his daddy with no type of resistance, laughing emoji. And you guys know after the fight, in the in-ring interview, Charlo said he was willing to go back to 154. He was asked about Tim Tszyu, of course, and he said that he wanted to face Terence Crawford. He'd be willing to fight Terence Crawford at 154 pounds. And I don't think he's ready for that. I talked about that last night. He's definitely not ready for Terence Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford is extremely skilled. He has power. And from the performance I saw from Charlo last night, he gets in that ring with Crawford, and he's probably going to get knocked out. He's probably going to get knocked out. Now, Terence Crawford doesn't even seem like he wants to fight now. I think he wants that Canelo Alvarez fight. And I think that'll be a huge fight. I know some people disagree that they think Crawford should not get in the ring with Canelo Alvarez because he's going to be jumping up 3 weight classes. And you hear it all the time that, you know, there's weight classes for a reason. And in general, I do believe that. But I also think that, you know, some people, you know, defy the odds. And I think he's probably a fighter that can defy the odds. That's a fight I'm very interested in seeing. Even though I still want to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, I think the Terence Crawford equation intrigues me more due to the fact that I want to see somebody actually go for undisputed in a 3rd weight class. 2 of the best guys out there in the sport of boxing, going head to head and seeing who's actually the best. That really does intrigue me with this fight. But anyway, guys, you guys tell me what you think about what Terence Crawford had to say. How do you feel about Jermell Charlo's performance last night? Do you think he was there to get a paycheck? Do you think he was there to actually win the fight? What do you think for next for Canelo Alvarez? You guys know David Benavidez is his WBC mandatory. I think he will be facing Demetrius Andrade in November. So whoever wins that fight, I guess, is the mandatory for Canelo Alvarez. You guys let me know how you feel about all this stuff in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.